One of my favorite video games has always been Pokémon. I think what I like most about it is the variety of Pokémon that you can collect, each with their own unique personality and abilities, and many of them with interesting backstories that were sometimes a little dark for a children's game. Eventually, I learned that many Pokémon are inspired by mythology from around the world. Some of my favorites are based on supernatural monsters known as Yōkai, which have been a part of Japanese folklore for centuries. Yōkai take many forms. They can be human-like, or take the form of animals, or they can even look like inanimate objects. It's easy to imagine how they could have influenced the creators of Pokémon. So today I thought it would be interesting to talk about 6 Pokémon based on Yōkai. Number 6. Misdreavus, based on Nuka-Kubi. The Nuka-Kubi are a kind of yokai who appear human during the day, but at night when they're asleep, their heads come off and take on a life of their own. Picture a disembodied head that floats around scaring people, sucking blood, and causing all kinds of mischief. When the night is over, the head returns to the body. Oftentimes, Nuka-Kubi are cursed women who are unaware of their supernatural power, and wake up feeling like they've just woken up from a nightmare. Misdreavus is a ghost-type Pokémon who is also a disembodied head that flies around scaring people. It's said to get its nourishment from fear, absorbing energy into its red orbs. Misdreavus is also known for its shrieking, which may have been influenced by tales of banshees. Number 5. Executor, based on Jinmenju. The Jinmenju is a type of tree that bears strange fruits that look like human heads. The fruit are said to laugh when they become ripe and fall to the ground. Although they are rarely eaten by humans, they supposedly have a sweet and sour taste, much like a citrus fruit. This legend actually originated in China and later spread to Japan. It's pretty obvious that Executor is influenced by stories of Jinmenju, as the Pokemon is depicted as a tropical tree bearing fruit with faces. Number 4. Mawile, based on Fudakuchiona, the two-mouthed woman. Fudakuchiona is kind of similar to the Nuka-Kubi in that they are women who have been cursed for some reason or other. In this case, the woman develops a fully functioning second mouth on the back of her head. Her hair acts like tentacles that grab food to put in the mouth. The mouth can also speak and often tortures the poor woman by constantly asking for food. Personally, I think this is one of the weirdest Pokemon. It just seems so impractical and strange to have this giant mouth in the back of your head. Number 3. Whiscash, based on Namazu. Namazu is a giant catfish that is responsible for causing earthquakes when it thrashes around. It lives under the islands of Japan and is guarded by the god Kashima. After the catastrophic Edo earthquake of 1855, Namazu prints became wildly popular in Japan. This particular print shows a deity that fell asleep while guarding the Namazu and thus allowed the disaster to happen. It also depicts Kashima returning on horseback, too late to stop the giant catfish from causing the earthquake. Oh, and it also shows a deity engaging in thunder farting. The influence on the Pokemon Whiscash is obvious. It's depicted as a catfish, and its original Pokédex entry reads, "Whiscash is extremely territorial. Just one of these Pokemon will claim a large pond as its exclusive territory. If a foe approaches it, it thrashes about and triggers a massive earthquake." An episode of the Pokemon anime featuring Whiscash was actually banned because of earthquakes that occurred in Niigata Prefecture shortly before it was slated to air. The episode remains banned to this day. Number 2. Dunsparce, based on Tsuchinoko. The Tsuchinoko is a small snake-like creature with a central girth that's larger than its head or tail. They were first mentioned in the Kojiki, which is actually the oldest known book in Japan. This yokai is kind of interesting in that it's also a cryptid, since people up until today have reported sightings of it. According to legend, Tsuchinoko are able to speak and have a propensity for alcohol. They're also said to be able to jump and to swallow their tails in order to roll around, similar to the fabled hoop snake. The influence of this can clearly be seen in Dunsparce's design, as he resembles a Tsuchinoko and has stripes and wings like a bee. Number 1. Drowsy, based on Baku. Baku are spirits from ancient Chinese and Japanese folklore said to have been created from pieces that were left over when the gods finished creating all the other animals. They have an elephant's trunk, a rhino's eyes, an ox's tail, and tiger paws. However, they are also depicted as simply being tapirs, which are real animals related to horses that live in South America and Southeastern Asia. Legend says that when a child wakes up from a nightmare, they should call out to the Baku 3 times by saying, "Baku-san, come eat my dream." Kids have to be careful when doing this though, because if the Baku is hungry enough, it will also eat the good dreams, as well as their hopes and desires. Drowsy's very first Pokédex entry states that it is able to eat people's dreams. However, it differs a little from Baku in that it only likes to eat pleasant dreams, and becomes ill when eating nightmares. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I want to do a more in-depth episode about yokai in the future because I find them really interesting and weird. I mean, they can range from scary to odd to just plain funny. For example, there's one that's literally just a giant hairy foot that crashes through people's houses and demands to be washed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe to Crypticc for more.